guys, I'm Kayla.
I'm Katie.
And this is the first episode of
Daisy's Drunk Diary.
Cheers!
Woo!
So, what is Daisy's Drunk Diary?
This is going to be a series where we get very personal with you guys.
We got a comment from one of our subscribers, Lexi Reddington.
I love you.
Thank you.
I almost wish I had like reading glasses just to be like, Lexi Reddington says, I always look forward to watching your lovely videos. Thank you. I think the way you think is great, and I would love to know more about you ladies personally and how you stay so confident. It really sucks that our first reaction to that was, say what now?
What? I mean, I'm not that surprised because I feel like people who don't know us think that we are really confident. I mean, if I were to meet us, I would think that too.
But the thing about that is that it doesn't feel like an act. It's just so natural to us to, I guess that's our way of putting up a wall, is being outgoing and super confident. Hey guys, we're goofy and silly, and on the inside we're like, must hide.
Exactly. I feel like we never lost our personality, even with all the struggles. Which, you know, a lot of people, when they become depressed or they go through something really tragic, they completely lose themselves in the process, you know?
According to kidshealth.org, body image is how you view your physical self, including whether you feel attractive and whether others like your looks. Which seems like a crazy definition to give kids, but it's not crazy at all because that's kind of where it began for us, our body image issues.
So I feel like when we were younger, like the prime time when we were struggling with all this stuff, it was still taboo to talk about eating disorders and struggling with, you know, your weight and the way you look. And now you can't even go a week without a celebrity coming out and opening up about something that they've struggled with, self-harm, anything. So we started asking ourselves, what is the first earliest memory that you have that you realize maybe there's something wrong with me? I remember being considered like the chubby girl or the fat girl because of the people that I hung out with. They were thinner than me. But the fucked up thing about it, and I'm sorry I'm cursing so much, is that I wasn't even fat. Picture, remember I showed you that picture and you were like, wow, I don't even remember you looking like that. It was so bad that the first time I was called fat, that immediately scarred me. Like, someone can just say one thing to you and that can really screw you up, especially if you're that young. And
that's how you portray yourself, is unfortunately through the eyes of others. When they reacted negatively to me, I thought, oh, there must be something wrong with me then. Some of the comments I remember the most are from people that I didn't even care for. They're not even people that I respected. For some reason, their opinion of who I was or what I looked like mattered to me so much, and it really shouldn't have. So, a little backstory. I was born with hypothyroidism. And I find it like it's like a really weird thing to explain because no one cares about it. People talk about diabetes, but they don't talk about hypothyroidism. Your thyroid pretty much controls your metabolism. It can affect so many different things. It can cause depression, hoarse voice, real surprised that I have a deep voice. This little gland in your neck affects everything, and I was born with what I like to call a lazy ass motherfucking thyroid gland. And I feel like my problem started really young because I had to go to the doctor every 4 months. So my earliest memories of going to the doctor, I was like maybe 5 or 6, and the doctor being appalled at my weight. Because, you know, who needs to be into the Spice Girls and the Powerpuff Girls, and when I could be worrying about my weight. And when I was younger, Go-Gurt was a treat.
After that first comment from that first person, I started to like think, oh, does everyone feel that way about me? Does everyone see me as a fat girl? I hate to do this. I hate to pinpoint people.
Same. I hate it too. I feel guilty for like no reason.
I had a cousin, or she's not dead. I have a cousin. We're not close anymore.
She might as well pretend
we're not close anymore, clearly. Yeah. We would see each other in the summer a lot, and we would go swimming, and she would always tell me, oh, wow, look at my little chubby cousin, you're so chubby. You should get a black bathing suit. It's slimming, you know, black is slimming, right?
It's so passive aggressive.
It is. You don't realize how messed up it is. So those things started to really stick to me, and that's when I just went into like this really dark hole, and it was really hard to come out of that. Oh god, where do I go from here? I have no idea.
You already kind of started
weird.
it.
I remember just becoming reckless. So I would do things, and I would purposely want to get caught so that I would get some type of reaction, or I would get help. I was literally crying out for help, but I didn't want to stop what I was doing because I didn't know how to by myself because I felt like I was alone. And now I know why people cry in these videos. Fuck. Nobody wanted to help me. It wasn't because they didn't care for me or they didn't love me. It was just they saw me hurting and they didn't know how to fix it either. So it was just like, let's just wait this through. It'll eventually get better.
People very easily disregard kids' feelings. I feel like people think that you're not capable of feeling any emotion until you hit a certain age. It's not the case for everyone, but a lot of people's problems start in their childhood. There's always something that happened that sparked something in them that made them realize, oh God, like, I don't like this about myself. I had the same thing happen to me where I tried to reach out to someone and I got shut down so badly, man. I was 12, I remember that. I almost feel like giving away that they were studying medicine, so I don't think they would have known about mental illness or anything. I was starting to feel really uncomfortable with my body, and I think at this very young age, like, it triggered depression. I asked them, oh, how do you know if you're depressed? And I got the please, you're too young. You don't know anything about depression. Clearly, that's why I'm asking you. Throughout the years, I just kept getting negative comments about my weight, and I just felt so insecure. And the problem with me was that it wasn't just in school. It was my family as well. And a close relative would constantly call me fat. But I got really uncomfortable when my parents, which is kind of weird, when they look at what I'm eating.
Really? I never knew that.
It really stresses me out. I get irritable. And it's because of this family member that would always say, oh, you're gonna eat that? I was a kid. So I was getting fed whatever someone freaking served me. Like, if you served me a plate of food, I was gonna be like, okay, thank you. It doesn't help when you're also a tourist, and that's associated with gluttony. I told you, I was meant to be fat.
True.
I was meant to be fat. I was meant to fucking suffer.
I feel like things just go full circle. Like, if they were told something, they want to tell it to that person, and the next person, and the next person. You're never gonna solve anything by that. Exactly. No, I remember, and this was actually maybe just a few years ago, to be honest, when I gained a lot of weight, when I started to realize, you know what, I'm not gonna be this way anymore, and I finally got help. So I gained a lot of weight, whatever, and getting whispers, wow, she got really big. Are you worried?
It's weird. I feel like family just don't know how to react, or they just want to see a certain side of you, so they don't think this other side could possibly exist. Cheers.
Okay, this is a big one for me. I am so glad that this whole body positivity movement is going on, but I want to let people know that it is completely okay if you are not one of those girls or guys that can wake up one day and be like, I am going to completely change my mentality about the way that I feel about myself.
Yep. I
am going to love who I am and embrace all my jiggliness. Like,
remember Flavio? Yeah, let's just say I'm very good at charades. I kind of think of smoking, which just sounds random. But you know how some people are like, yeah, I just cut smoke.
Cold turkey.
And you have people who are like on and off for years. And they live regular lives.
Like, everyone is different. And I respect those that can wake up and just be, comfortable in their own skin. But if you're not that way, don't stress, Move at your pace.
Exactly.
We went through this. We can laugh about it. We can cry about it.
We can still feel similar to the way we used to feel.
Yep.
It's okay to have the feelings, but maybe not okay to linger with those feelings.
Yeah.
Like, you're not this crazy person because you don't like who you are, but you shouldn't just accept it.
If you want to know how to be confident, you need to take the best qualities from yourself and just enhance that. I'm
the type of person that I struggle with the idea of regret. Things I didn't do and things I did do, and I think that's kind of what helps me just get on with things, is the idea of how much am I missing out on because I don't like the way I look. Like, sometimes it just sounds so silly. Body image is so difficult because a lot of what I just thought of now? This would have been so convenient to say like 20 minutes ago. When you're a kid, you're trying to find your identity, and that's why you can suffer from body image issues, because people are telling you what you are, and you're trying to figure out who you are.
Yes, girl, yes! I don't know what to say after that.
We thought we might tell you guys about a video that can, if you know someone who's going through something and you just have no concept of what the hell they could be thinking of, what's going on with them, we have a video that we think is useful. Tell them about it.
Okay, so I discovered this not too long ago, and I thought it was just so accurate to the way that, I felt. I don't know if you felt the same way.
Actually, no, there's one scene, the mirror scene, that I feel like, oh, yeah.
It's the short film with Elle Fanning in it, and it's called Likeness. And, it kind of portrays how a girl with, an eating disorder, how she sees herself, and it's honestly, I can't describe it. You just need to watch it. It's really, really good. It's very disturbing, so if you feel like you won't be able to handle it, I don't know what to tell you.
But also, I think it's also, it's interesting because it shows you her perspective and
what
the reality of and how completely warped your mindset is. So, this was our first Daisy's Drunk Diary. Let us know what you want to see next, and
here's to us, and here's to you. Cheers!
Ew.
That was kind of gross.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this.